Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this amazing nahari recipe. It's super juicy and tender in only 20 minutes in my Ninja pressure cooker. This can also be made in the Instant Pot, so if you have that as well, stay tuned and watch this recipe through. We're going to start off with 2.5 pounds of beef with bone, 4 cups of water, 1 thinly sliced onion, half a cup of oil, 1 packet of nahari masala, I'm using the Sean brand, 1/4 cup flour, half a cup of water. This water is to dissolve the flour into, 1 tablespoon ginger paste, 2 tablespoons garlic paste, 1 tablespoon paprika, and half a teaspoon of salt. Let's power on our Ninja. Remember, you can use this recipe for an Instant Pot as well. Once it stops flashing, go to saute sear mode on high and hit the start button. Pop open the lid and start adding in our ingredients. I'm going to start off with the oil first, and then once that heats up, we're going to add in our onions. We're going to fry this until it's golden brown, about 5 minutes or so. Now we're going to add in our meat along with our ginger paste and our garlic paste. We have to fry this meat for a few minutes until it changes color. This is to help eliminate some of that odor, that meaty smell that a lot of beef and goat especially tends to have. I want to quickly show you some of these bone pieces and the marrow within it. It is now starting to soften, and as it softens, it will just slip right out of the bone. This is important to put in nahari because the bone marrow helps to create that stringy texture that nahari is known for. And if you go to the butcher shop and you're unsure of what to ask for, if you go to any South Asian shop and let them know that you want nahari meat, they know exactly what to give you. Once the meat has browned well, add in your nahari masala, the paprika powder, and the salt. Just fry it for another minute to minute and a half with the spices. And now we're going to add in our 4 cups of water that we have. Give it a quick mix. Close the lid and ensure the valve is set to seal. Slide over to activate the pressure mode, leaving it on high, and we're going to bring the time up to 15 minutes and hit the start button. Once the 15 minutes are up, it's going to start slowly releasing all the pressure, but we want to do a quick release, so hit the valve to vent, let all the pressure release, and then open up the lid. Right now, I can't tell you guys how amazing this smells. Nahari is one of my favorites, so I just, it's already looking so good and smelling so good, and we're not even done yet. So the meat is nice, it's tender, and we're going to cook it a little bit more, so we don't want to over pressurize cook this because we are going to be cooking it for a few minutes more. But as you can see, it's very soft to the touch, it breaks very easily, and it's the exact texture and consistency I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm struggling with it a little bit just because it is very, very hot and it's burning my fingers. Anyways, moving on to the next step, we're going to ladle out some of the oil that's sitting on the top. This has a beautiful rich red color, and in the next step we're going to be adding in the flour, and once you add in the flour, it absorbs all of this beautiful oil. So we want to keep some aside so we can use it in the end to dress up the nahari when we present it. You don't need to take out a lot, but to be honest, I take out, I would say 3/4 of it, but that's just me. At this point, you can go back and turn your saute mode and leaving it on number 2. Now we're going to prepare our slurry that's going to go into the nahari. So I'm going to mix that 1/2 cup of water with that 1/4 cup of flour I showed you earlier. I'm using a small spoon. And you want to make sure that you mix it really well, removing any lumps and bumps. So this may take a few minutes, but you do want to ensure you have a very smooth slurry. Now this next step is very important. Ensure that you're stirring the nahari consistently with one hand while pouring the flour in with the other hand. Make sure you do this slowly because if you do pour the flour in too fast, there's a risk of clumping and you don't want that to happen. So there's no rush, take your time with this step. Just wanted to quickly show you how the oil has been absorbed by the flour, and you can see the color is quite different. I'm going to add in 1 cup of water, give it a quick mix, and then we're going to cover it and let it simmer for 5 minutes. 5 minutes are up. You can go ahead and turn off your machine. At this point, I like to check all my bones and see if the bone marrow has come out. If not, I just take a little spoon and push it into the gravy, and then I preserve the bone in a separate plate and then use it at the time of serving. And now the final step is to squeeze some fresh lemon juice. You can do about 1/2 lemon to 1 lemon, just depending on your taste. I did 1/2 lemon. And then I'm going to add some coriander leaves as well. So that's it. It's ready to serve. I'm going to start plating this out. I'm going to add a little pizzazz to the dish by adding in some of these bones back. And now we're going to add that oil we had removed earlier, and you'll see the dish is going to start getting its color back. To serve the nahari with, we have some fresh coriander leaves, some lemon wedges, chopped green chilies, some fried browned onions that I did while we were off camera, and then some julienne ginger. And for my final garnish, I'm just going to throw on some of the ginger, green chilies, and fresh coriander leaves. And that's it. It's ready to serve. In 20 minutes, you have this delicious nahari, which normally takes 3 to 4 hours to cook. Using our pressure cooker, we did this in 20 to 25 minutes max. If you guys enjoyed this recipe and look forward to more of my ninja recipes or any recipes in general, please do hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and please do share it if you found it helpful. And I will see you guys all in my next video. You eating? What's that called?
Naan.
And?
Soup.
Soup. It's nahari.
I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is. Nahari.
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 Yeah.